YouTube. This is going to be a video on, YouTube, and on a comment or reply I got from some asshole talking about something I posted 7 fucking years ago. Now, look, first of all, I'm going to get into how ridiculous and absurd it is to fucking be talking about something I said 7 years ago on a CNN video. But second of all, the comments were basically trivial jokes that were significant, having to do with how women sometimes like things I view dumb. Now then, let's look at the purchasing marketing power of women in America. They are the larger portion of the consumer base and largely the ones who buy many of the things I named. Those things I named was Justin Bieber and I think Dancing with the Stars, but really any reality show or that kind of thing, that kind of nature, Wendy Williams, these kinds of things that I don't like. That was basically the reply. It was a trivial joke and it was a couple of lines long. This asshole says, smells like misogyny. In other words, saying I'm a misogynist for a comment that was less 7 fucking years ago that was largely joking and a fucking joke. And I'm sorry, but if you look at what's on TV and you look at the marketing and buying power of women and who largely buys this, in many cases, it is women. Now, I have talked plenty of shit, and so have you, about men things that men like, man shit. Fucking George Carlin talked about, football and sports and all that dumb bullshit. I have talked about that. I have talked about how some wrestling fans don't actually even enjoy the show or the story or the characters. They just want to see the fucking matches. I have crapped on men. I've crapped on toxic masculinity. I have talked about things I don't like about the men and male culture. But when I do the same thing with women, now it's misogyny, and you find a comment from 7 fucking years ago. And again, how often do you go on the fucking internet? You try to watch a video. And if your ad blocker isn't working, you can't get the ads to not pop up because you don't want to see what dumb shit they want to shove up your ass today. How often do they make fun of men? How often do they have on there that men are idiots? Fucking trying to sell a razor to men, a body man razor, whatever that manscaping razor, and they're making fun of you, telling you to buy their shit and still saying you're a fucking idiot, practically. Saying at one point, stand on a fucking a torrential downfall, basically drown, to buy you their fucking razor, making fun of men constantly all over television. I make one stupid joke about women that you found on the internet 7 fucking years ago, and you're gonna fucking throw that up in my face. Screw you. And again, the entire video I was playing on, and I just left a joke, I guess, for whatever reason. I don't know why. The joke was by the Pope saying that there's a feminine genius to women or something. But the entire reason for this, and the reason why this is important, is the entire thing was just an excuse to get out of having to let them become priests. So why don't you complain about that and take your issue up with them? Not fucking 7 years later come back on there and talk to me and bitch about me, leaving a comment and act like I did something wrong because I made a joke. No, the guy who actually did something here was a pope. But maybe you're Catholic, maybe you're not, maybe you're just an idiot. I don't know what you are. But instead of going after the person who did something, you're going after a random commenter on YouTube from 7 fucking years ago. Are you shitting me? Is it though that's going to be an accurate representation of what I believe now? And second of all, I will say this: I don't believe that women have a genius that men have. And I'm not saying the other way around is true. I'm not saying the opposite is true. And I think I've been very good on record as saying I generally believe gender is basically an abstract construct that gender made up and isn't really true, and that society made up and isn't true, and we should get rid of. I don't like gender roles in general. I don't support gender, and I'm basically a gender abolitionist. And to the extent that any of them actually believe it, I probably agree with some feminists on that. But you're going to find something from 7 fucking years ago and hit me on that? Are you fucking shitting me? But again, you don't have anything else to hit someone on, so let's go back 7 fucking years ago. Well, I've got news for you. In the time span of 7 fucking plus years, you're probably going to find a lot of dumb shit someone posted. What have you posted probably this week that we don't know about? No, let's be a dick to someone because they left a dumb comment from 7 years ago that I have to fucking deal with. Oh yeah, and by the way, not on here yesterday. I don't think I was on here the day before that. I've been kind of sick, by the way. Not that any of you give a fuck. But no, let's drive me crazy with some nonsense that has nothing to do with anything I'm currently saying. And was a joke. And it's basically true. Because again, look at the larger extent of stuff that the women bought at that time, and some things never changed. Look at what they're buying now. A lot of it's nonsense and bullshit. And it's stuff that I don't like and is to me what fucking crosses are to a vampire. It's garbage, and I don't like it. And I also don't like football and basketball and all this other shit that men like, and a lot of other dumb shit they're supposed to like. And it doesn't resonate with me. It doesn't touch me as a human being. It's just not something I like. But please do find some other dumb bullshit you can dig up from 7 fucking years ago to shit on me with, you fucking asshole. So, anyways, that's all. P666.